Good morning. My name is Maria Quaresma. We and my colleague Sandra Ribeiro are here to present this work, namely measuring of the implementation of planet governance. We are teachers from Universidade Autónoma de Lisboa and also members of Observare, the research center of that university. So this presentation are measuring the planet governance. So the definition of planet governance arises from the parallelism made with the concept of corporate governance. Good corporate governance practice help organization to achieve high financial and economic performance to the impact on the organization image on the market. In special for listed companies, the team of corporate governance has a hot team in these days. So being a key theme in today's discussions. Riding the planet governance, we believe that good practice of states in this area could have favorable economics and financial impacts on the countries. Planet governance emerged as a concept associated with the good management of governments in order to maintain a healthy planet. That is, governance global becoming indispensable, the creation of the Planet Governance Index necessary to measure the good practice of planet governance. According OECD in 2004, a good corporate government should provide adequate incentives for management body and managers to pursue objectives that are in the interests of the company and its shareholders and should facilitate effective oversight. A planet governance concept has theoretical constructs based on the concept of corporate governance, adapt to the governance of countries exercised by states with the focus on planet governance good practices. We can resume the concept of planet governance according to this. So planet governance identifies how governance manages on the principles of equity, transparency, alignment of interests and accountability, the resources sustainability of the planet with a positive impact on the country's economic performance. Like we said before, the construct of this concept, planet governance, has the fundamentals on corporate governance. So the definition of corporate governance are fundamental to construct the definition of the planet governance. So governance, analogy of organization and governance of planets. The corporate governance framework we transpose to planet governance and governance that management states with areas of the core research and well-being of all citizens. The pillars of corporate governance are also the pillars of a good planet governance. So planet governance is based on principles of corporate governance, and the principles are the equity on the treatment of all citizens, of course, not the stakeholders like corporate governance, but in a global scale of all the citizens. Transparencies, economic policies, disclosures taking into account environmental resources. Alignment of interests between the various governments around the world and the planet, and between the various citizens and the governments of the countries. And accountability, so pinouts of or award the performance of the government through the economics policies with impact on the planet. Corporate governance, social responsibility and sustainability also transpose to the concept of planet governance. So governments should have sustainability concerns on the planet and be rewarded of their policies that could have a positive impact on this issue. We can see that planet governance as a concept applied to the governments of each country should have to measure it. So the planet governance index are measured the planet governance of each country. The conceptual fundamentals of planet governance are the concept of planet governance, the scopus of corporate governance, and the pillars of corporate governance. So planet governance refer to good governance of states based on values of equity, transparency, alignment of interest and accountability, support by sustainability policies, which lead to the need to measure the performance of states through a planet governance index. The Planet Governance Index will be built. We are in this moment working on this composite indicator. So will be built on 3 dimensions. The first, the air, the second, the soils, and the third, the oceans. The Planet Governance Index may range from 0 to 1, and the further away from value 1, the worst, the state will be its performance in planet governance and vice versa. The performance of the states evaluated by the proposed index, Planet Governance Index, will be made based on several simple indicators associated with each dimension. Each indicator will be given a weight that will have its contribution in the composite indicator, call it Planet Governance Index. So there was, for the evaluation of the 3 dimensions that make up the Planet Governance Index, special focus areas were chosen and simple indicators that intend to evaluate each dimension that will be integrated on Planet Governance Index were chosen. Planet governance assessment is made through a planet governance index whose indicators will be built with proxies because there is a composite indicator powered by macroeconomics data that will assess the role of governments on planet governance. Better or worse government performance assessed by Planet Governance Index should have a positive or negative impact on our global government assess. So we can show the areas of the indicator has its focus. Planet governance will be understood as a concept that will assess, in the first place, the performance of the governments of each country in terms of the government of the planet. Given that sustainable development should prioritize coverage areas from among the different areas present, which form the process of applying sustainable development, it will be necessary to involve local planning with local authorities, companies, associations, and citizens, and strategies will also be needed at national and international level. The concept of planet governance appears associated with the need to move forward with the efficient, sustainable development projects. In this context, measuring planet governance assumes a great importance. So there is some reference that we use in our work, and we can not finish this presentation to make some acknowledge and first we like to thanks to Universidade Autónoma de Lisboa and Observar, the research center, because both made possible that we are here in this conference and development our projects. We congratulate the organization of this conference, the second conference Euro-Americana para o Desenvolvimento dos Direitos Humanos. Thanks very much. By the hand, but not more, also important, so sorry, wish for all the researchers participating in this conference great success for all the continuity of their work. Thanks very much for your attention. Have a nice day.